thank God it was not us. When the news shows corpses lined up like bushmeat on a grill in a school in the north or on a farm in the south. When the news shows suspects and guns sitting on the ground, wearing their blood and handcuffs, confessing to a kidnap. When the news shows the mugshots of our pastor's son, arrested for money laundering and BEC scams in America. When the news shows pictures of missing people who were kidnapped and or murdered by the police special anti-robbery squad. Only to question him when it happens to us. The next poem is Madness is Free. In Camouflage, death has a song. It can be any song, but it is usually a song with beats made from jamming hands and beating bottles and buckets. A Hausa man chants, Ibo Kwenu, and swings his hands like tree branches when they answer the call of the breeze. His Igbo friend laughs at the way he pronounces the words, but dances with him. A Yoruba man passes a stick to his Biram friend, who takes 2 puffs before stepping on it. Although certain to win the war, they hug for what might be the last time, because winning the war does not come without casualties. Madness is free. The next poem is We Move. We waved each other by at work in Ibadan on Friday, after planning for the next week. We waved each other hi at a club in Lagos on Saturday, before sharing smokes and drinks. We waved each other by in church in Ogun on Sunday, after praying for a better Nigeria. We waved each other hi at the airport in Canada on Monday. Soldier come, soldier go. I watch another pile go under the soil. An amen and a salute will do today, because there's no liquor to push them with pain. I put my radio on my ears and walk back and forth towards every direction looking for service I know I will not find. One moment, the chirping of the crickets is loudest, and the next moment, the shh of the radio is loudest. I think about my mom who convinced my dad to let me join. I think about my wife and a son whom I've only seen on the phone. I retired to my tent, not fearing death, but anxious while it has not taken me yet. Adieu. On my birthday, I can only think about 12 days before, when for 5 hours my friend fought to leave until he bled out like a deer, even though the drunk driver was the one who ran into him like a deer in headlights. I can only think about 12 days before, when the Nigerian police and the emergency blew sirens for hours before they arrived, 5 hours late to move my friend from one at Capacity Hospital to another for an hour. I can only think about his mom, who cries and is consoled by family, friends, and the family of her son's killers, who want their son to be released because they believe God, not their son, killed her son. Happy weekend, sir. A plate from the capital, a loaf of bread, some change, a smile on their face, a smile on your face, a spare tire, a fire extinguisher, a driver's license, a kidnapper, a terrorist. When would we get it right? Structure is not about ideas and productivity. Structure is about creating a blueprint where kids are out of school and everywhere is flooded. Not showing up for debates, buying crowds for a campaign, tearing your opponent's posters, police tear gassing your opposition before your thugs beat and burn them. About your turn to be president because you helped install the presidents before you. Watagwa. The police is a man on the road who gunshots chase into the bush. He smokes a joint. He stops another car for smelling like weed. Man must work.
Work.
I sigh every morning. My father wakes up because it's another day. He will carry blocks till the sun sets for money to feed and buy Panadol for his headache of over 2 weeks. Keeps knocking, Sapa. I wish, but I can't stop to hug my neighbors. I cry loud enough for my passengers not to hear me mourn my neighbors' kidnapped kids, and myself because although death is at my doorstep, I can only hear my bills knocking. Hallelujah stories. I listen to men and women in suits on Sunday who make me feel like more time on my knees will make me walk on water and move mountains. I listen to men and women in suits on my earphones on Mondays to Fridays who say, dreaming about making money is a way to make money. I listen to men and women in suits once every 4 years debating how I will be rich as long as I sit down, but once every 4 years to stand up to vote for them. Unknown government. Dear unknown government, we will jump out of the boots or the hillocks with your license plates, carry machetes that we will use to sweep peaceful protesters away. We will write you a letter before we release terrorists from maximum security prisons that don't have CCTVs. We will live in your house when we are on the run, and when they find us with you, they will make you vice president. Sincerely, unknown government. For the final point, sufferation, down, pressure. We meet our brothers in class in the UK 20 years after we are born, writing down PowerPoint presentations. We do not sound the same, and we also do not sound like what Western movies think we sound like. But our country's leaders of yesterday, who said we are leaders of tomorrow, are the leaders of today and tomorrow.